What's up, everybody? It's Brandon. I'm back with another knee-jerk reaction review. I've got too much on my plate right now, so I don't know how big a deep dives I'm going to be doing into this show, but I couldn't help myself because the trailer was too enticing. I couldn't help myself. It just started. I'm on that Showtime app, so I ventured over and watched Yellow Jackets. Yes, Yellow Jackets, people. God. I'm going to say this. The trailer, man. That's my thing, man. A song that doesn't necessarily feel like it goes with what is going on. And when you can't tell what's going on, but it's interesting. That's my favorite kind of trailer. And this was a combination of both those things. Because when the song played, I think that might, is that Alanis Morissette? Am I making myself look dumb as fuck right now? Whatever that song is that was playing had me hyped. I saw two of my girls in it that I love, Juliette Lewis and, of course, Christina Ricci. And I was like, damn. And then as the trailer, progressed, I was like, this looks so interesting. But what is happening? I have to know what's happening. So next thing you know, I'm clicking on the episode. Episode itself, I'll say this much. Acting, very, 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 very solid here. Nothing phenomenal, but it's great. I'm going to go past solid. I'll say it's great. The cinematography, great. We don't get a lot of gore and nasty stuff, per se, in the first episode, but there is a couple scenes, one of which where you're like, and you really get different flashes of this. Like, it's like almost like an acid trip segue into another scene, like, a few times. You're like, what is going on right now? Kind of with that cult type of look you get in the trailer. You get a few like quick scenes with that where you're like, what's even happening right now? So you can't really nail that down, but you're like seeing a quick glimpse of something and then it's gone and you're like, what the fuck is this? So just like the trailer, it has you still asking yourself, what the fuck is this? It's obviously not just a girls' soccer team that's legit that crashed on a plane. There's going to be so much more than that. And then there's one scene... spoiler alert, if I hadn't said it yet, I'm just jumping into spoilers on this one too, where one of the girls falls down and basically gets her fucking kneecap broke open. It's like the worst torn ACL plus a bone stabbing out with blood everywhere I've ever seen. That was pretty gory, but it wasn't like within the story, at least to my knowledge yet. My God, for all I know, in a weird looking show like this could somehow play a part. But, it's just them playing soccer. That caused that. But there's definitely some earlier moments here where, like, there's some suspicion that one of the other girls definitely did this on purpose. So I'm curious, like, if maybe somewhere down the line that, like, tension and how, they're together because they're this amazing soccer team, but are they really not together at all behind closed doors by the end of this, and whatever they go through once this plane goes down, because that's basically what this first episode was. Like, it was a lot of buildup. It was a lot of, here's these girls as kids, in their everyday life, regular life, also, in soccer practice, and showing off that they're, the shit. They feel like they're shit, play good, feel good type of personality. And then it will cut back to their regular life where they're, in different parts of their own lives. And all of them almost have this, like, off-kilter weirdness to them that you pick up on. That's just like, well, what happened to them? You're jumping back and forth between, I think it's 1996, and is it present day? 2000 something, I'm guessing present day. And you're kind of just left to piece it together, like the trailer, the whole first episode is still like the trailer where you're like, what is happening here? Like, if I wasn't told that this turned into a plane crash, because that's literally, obviously we're in spoiler territory, like the final scene is setting that up. It's like, you wouldn't even know that a plane crash happened. Like, it's just build up beyond build up beyond build up. But that's fine. It's laying the foundation. As long as it's acted well, the characters are interesting enough, solid cinematography like this doesn't hurt, definitely helps. And, other little touches. Like, I think most of the girls, they did a really good job with, casting the younger actress version of themselves and then pairing that with the older actress versions of themselves, which definitely helps when you're literally like jumping. I guess usually it's not even like here's a group of girls when they're younger and they'll jump to when they're older so they can kind of mix in with the bunch. It's literally like here's this girl and she's young, and then we'll focus on her story right now in present day. Here's her when she's older. So you can see the direct correlation there. And even the ones that don't exactly look alike, they do still have, that vibe. Like you can believe that that's that girl when she got older. So the casting seems to be done very well. But I mean, overall, like this was a good episode. I'm not trying to shit on it. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm still right where I was when I got done watching the trailer. I was, like, wow, like where could this go? And that is where I am at the end of the first episode. I'm reviewing Dexter right now. I'm not even gonna go there with that because you watch this, and that might be a spoiler for the first episode of Dexter. I wish I could make that correlation. I'm trying to think of what's something else. Yeah, just I'll leave it at this. Like that's what it is, man. It's that first episode that doesn't give you much, but yet feels like it gives you a whole hell of a lot, if that makes sense. Because even though not a whole hell of a lot went on and it was just setting up characters, it did what it was supposed to do. Like I said, it laid the foundation, but there also is a tiny element, I felt like, where there's little subtleties that might be playing out right now that you might not even get on first watch through, but on second watch through could really tie in to be bigger things later, which really interests me. And that's basically just me going off of like a vibe, and there's little things people say. You can kind of feel like, is that going to come back? So I think there is even more potential rewatchability on this first episode once the whole puzzle is complete. So yeah, I'm definitely going to recommend this show. Now, again, since we haven't seen the full version of what this is, this might be one of those, shows where you're like, oh my God, this could be dope. And then once it gets in the thick of it, you're like, okay, I'm sorry I recommended that to you. I don't like it anymore either. But the way it looks, just like the trailer, that first episode is just a stepping stone and a selling point for what's to come. And it pulls it off damn well, I might add. Only now we know the characters a little better. So that's why it's more essential than just seeing the fucking trailer. And we got a vibe for who they are. You know what I mean? So this is interesting. Very interesting. Very curious. Just like I was after the trailer. Don't expect, if you don't mind spoilers, to get too much out the gates. But definitely expect to watch something that's going to have you right in the same boat. Like, all right, man, let's peel back Yellow Jackets a little more. Let's see what else we got here. Because I'm curious what's behind it, and I pretty much guarantee you will be too. I'll give Yellow Jackets, the first episode, 7.7 out of 10. Just for the casting, seems just amazing. Like on paper, it is amazing. I like the actresses they have involved, but it seems amazing from the standpoint of like, the younger selves seem very much like the older selves. That's always a boost when you can do that. The cinematography, very movie level, legit. And the acting and everything, really, really, really good to great so far. And the suspense of just the unknowing right now is really got me hooked in. So let me know what y'all thought if y'all watched it. If you didn't mind spoilers, watch it, motherfuckers. Hopefully I sold it for you. There's not really a lot to sell right now, just like the trailer. But if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. Love you guys. See you.